Hi, my name is Juliana Kone, and my presentation is entitled Why Are Inquiry-Based Learning Models Relevant for 21st Century Students? I'm going to attempt to answer three questions about inquiry-based learning with this presentation. The first is, what is inquiry-based learning? Secondly, why is inquiry-based learning important? And thirdly, what does inquiry-based learning look like in the classroom? Now, inquiry-based learning is founded in constructivist learning theories, and it's the idea that learners construct knowledge for themselves, each learner individually and socially building meaning as he or she learns. It's a student-centered learning process where students are encouraged to develop higher-order thinking skills, consisting of problem-solving, inference, estimating, predicting, generalizing, and creative thinking. There are two primary components to inquiry-based learning. First, it is self-regulated learning, where students take control of the learning process and take responsibility for their own work. And importantly, it's project-based learning. Now, project-based learning has 5 indicators. 1, it's central to the curriculum. 2, it's organized around driving questions that lead students to encounter central concepts or principles. 3, it's focused on a constructive investigation that involves inquiry and knowledge building. 4, it's student-driven. Students are responsible for designing and managing their work. And 5, it's authentic. It's focusing on problems that occur in the real world and that people care about. Now, I've included a graphic which details the difference between projects and project-based learning. Projects can be done alone. Project-based learning requires collaboration and teacher guidance. Projects are about the product, whereas project-based learning is about the process. Projects are teacher-directed, whereas project-based learning is student-directed. Projects lack real-world context. Project-based learning is based on real-world experiences and problems. Projects occur after the real learning. Project-based learning, that's when real learning occurs through the project. And projects, well, all projects have the same goal. In project-based learning, student choices to determine the outcome. Now, why is inquiry-based learning important? Well, it increases student engagement and it promotes 21st century skills. Now, based upon the self-determination theory, which states that social conditions, for example, how a teacher implements their lessons, influence a student's sense of initiative and their quality of work. Inquiry-based learning allows for student-selected tasks, ignites their point of passion, also known as personal interest, and it makes instruction relevant to the student, and enhances their sense of competency. Through inquiry-based learning, a student's sense of autonomy fosters intrinsic motivation, and intrinsic motivation is considered a higher quality of learning in comparison to that of external regulation, such as teacher-directed tasks and punitive-based assessments. Inquiry-based learning increases 21st century skills, which are needed as a result of increased globalization and technological innovation. 21st century skills comprise 3 main knowledge domains. First, students will need innovative, critical, and analytical thinking skills. Secondly, students will need digital literacy, that is, the ability to navigate media platforms, and information, communication, and technology skills. Students will also need life and career skills that reflect the context of a globally interconnected economy. These include expertise in collaborative and communicative methods. How does inquiry-based learning promote 21st century skills? Well, through 5 types of learning associated with inquiry-based learning. Number 1, information literacy, or contact knowledge. Number 2, learning how to learn. Students use critical thinking skills, ask questions, compose theories, and conduct research. Inquiry-based learning is conducted in a curricular context. Inquiry-based learning increases literacy competency, and inquiry-based learning enhances social skills. Now, what does inquiry-based learning look like in the classroom? Well, it's cooperative learning. It's small teams using a variety of learning activities to improve their understanding of a subject. It's design-based instruction that positions students to create, assess, and redesign products through stages of revisions. And this work often requires collaboration and specific roles for individual students, which enables them to become experts in a particular area. It's inquiry-based, which is an active learning approach focusing on questioning, critical thinking, and problem solving. And it's project-based learning, where students explore real-world problems and challenges, developing cross-curricular skills while working in small collaborative groups, also known as project learning. Now, what does inquiry-based learning look like in the classroom? Well, on the left, you have high school students doing group work. And on the right, you have a rubric that a teacher might want to use in their classroom just to guide their students. And now the first thing they want to do is pose real questions. They want to ask themselves, what do I know about this topic? How do I know about my question? How do I know it? What do I need to know? What could an answer be? They need to find resources. They need to ask themselves what kind of resources might help. They need to interpret information. How is this relevant to my question? And they need to report findings. What is my main point? Who is my audience? What else is important, etc. Now, why inquiry-based learning? Well, in conclusion, while the goal of inquiry-based learning is to cultivate transferable skills, such as problem solving, collaboration, and critical thinking, inquiry-based learning supports the growth of healthy, engaged individuals who are able to contribute to their communities as satisfied, productive students, citizens, and lifelong learners. Thank you.